What is good, everyone? OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to the PE Nintendo Switch and Gaming News video. Now, I was going to talk about the shareholders meeting, but I looked through all the different questions and just what went down at that shareholders meeting, and I found it to be extremely boring and stupid. It basically went down like this. Hey, PC's big. Are you guys going to make PC games? And Nintendo saying, no, we've got smartphone, we've got Switch that's doing well, we've got 3DS, we don't need to. And then them asking that again. So I'm not going to be covering the stupid shareholders meeting. You guys can check it out on your own. I'll have links in the description below if you want to see the roundup of all the information. Now, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the news here. So Mercury Steam says that it's been an incredible honor working with Nintendo on Metroid Samus Returns. Now, Mercury Steam is partnering with Nintendo for the first time on Metroid Samus Returns, but definitely not the first time, because Nintendo kind of partnered with Konami in order to bring over what was it, Castlevania Mirror of Fate. So not necessarily the first time they really partnered with them, since that was an exclusive deal, but I guess completely working with them, because that game, Mirror of Fate, ended up coming to other systems after the exclusivity period ran out. So anyway, Enric Alvarez, the head of Mercury Steam, only had good things to say about Nintendo and the relationship, saying to Game Reactor that it's been an amazing experience and an incredible honor. Here are some of the quotes from his interview. It has been an amazing experience and an incredible honor. We learned a lot from the best. Nintendo, these days, we often pinch ourselves just in case we are in a dream. We have been working with the best. I think this explains pretty much everything about how things went during the development. We are very impressed about the devotion, the care, and the quality Nintendo treats the product, and we learned a lot from that. Longtime fans are going to be extremely pleased. The game is a result of both. On one hand is a Nintendo game, a Metroid game. On the other hand, I think people will see the Mercury Steam influence. So one of the things that I want to talk about with Mercury Steam, because a lot of people, once again, a little bit worried because Mercury Steam, they're the ones who made Castlevania Lords of Shadow, but that was a completely different beast in its own right? Like that game, as far as how it turned out with Lords of Shadow 2, I thought Lords of Shadow 1 was very good. Konami told them to make God of War, but Castlevania, and that's exactly what they did. They made God of War, but Castlevania with a few little touches on their own. Now, if you look at what they've done after that, really not too great with Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2, but there was all sorts of dissension and problem, and leadership was lacking. Like, they really lacked overhead leadership from Konami, from within the company. They've made a lot of changes, a lot of stuff has happened, but to get this game developed in 2 years flat, being able to just say, hey, it's ready, we're going to release it, and from the playthroughs and from what people have said at E3 and all that, the game is running really good, the game looks really good, and it plays really good. So I'm not worried about Mercury Steam as them handling this game, because Nintendo was there to oversee it, make sure everything was okay, and they had a solid foundation on what to go on. You can play the original Metroid Samus Returns and be like, okay, we've got modern technology, or at least more modern than it was back then with the Game Boy. We've got newer technology, we've got better controls, we've got Nintendo here to help us. We can make a great reimagining or remake of this original Game Boy game, and that's exactly what they did with Metroid Samus Returns. So I'm excited for this one. I actually like Mercury Steam. I just think that they've been put in some weird situations. I'm not trying to sit here and say that they're not to blame for any of the issues that they've had, but at the same time, there has been some weird circumstances in order for them to come out with some of the bad games that they come out, like Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2. So what do you guys think about this news here? Mercury Steam is very honored to be working with Nintendo, and I think that this game is going to turn out really well because of Mercury Steam as far as what they can do in their games, in addition to Nintendo's strong leadership on this remake. Alright, and moving on to the next article here, we have a rumor saying that save data transfers, guest login, online options are coming to Nintendo Switch. Now, the following information comes from a batch of leaked dev documents relating to the Nintendo Switch, including the full SDK. Now, we can't confirm this is 100% true or anything like that, but it definitely looks like it's very true. Now, if you want the full implications or impact of what the leaking of the SDK means, make sure you check out Spawn Wave's channel or follow me on Twitter. I retweeted one of his videos, so you can check it out there. I'll also have a link to that in the description below, because he goes into depth way more than I would know, but basically it has to do with potentially having some homebrew software, and developers who want to make games, they'll be able to. But yes, if you want the full details, make sure you check out SpawnWave. Now, moving on to the information here, let's get into it. Save data transfers are coming. There will be a feature to transfer account save data among multiple consoles. Guest login feature is coming. Guest login allows access to existing network service account information without linking to a user. This would allow temporary access to the network service account linked to the Nintendo account. This would be done by logging in to the Nintendo account with the application. This will make it possible to upload a character you have raised as online data and then use that on a friend's Switch. So nothing crazy here. There is some stuff that people were looking for though, like the save data transfer, being able to put your save data onto the SD card or whatever the case is. That should be coming. But also this guest login would be pretty cool, right? So if you're at a friend's house and like you have some type of character that you've raised up in Splatoon and then you want that character to be right then and there, you can guest log in on your friend's console and use that character right there for online gameplay or something like that. So I think that's pretty cool. Potentially even single player save data, who knows? I know Xbox Live has something like that to where you can kind of log in from any different console, it'll pull your data, cloud saves, things like that. So it all tie back in together, and I think overall that'd be really great. Also, another thing would be like if you have multiple consoles, then you can just kind of temporarily sign in at another one there. So once again, just more features and functionality that's coming to Nintendo Switch that they're going to be adding in. We've had a couple major updates already. The last one was pretty good, having some nice on-screen notifications and telling you what game they're playing. In addition to that, being able to add friends via Wii U and Nintendo 3DS, which is also really good. So I'm looking forward to Nintendo adding more features as Nintendo Switch matures. Alright, and moving on to the last article here. Knights of Azure 2 will launch on the PS4, Nintendo Switch, and PC on October 24th in North America, October 27th in Europe. Unfortunately, the PS Vita version is skipping the Western release. Knights of Azure 2, Bride of the New Moon, will launch on October 24th in North America, October 27th, like we discussed there. All those platforms, PS4, Nintendo Switch, PC, Koei Tecmo has announced today. Now here's an overview of the game for those who don't know what Knights of Azure 2 is all about. Knights of Azure 2, Bride of the New Moon takes place in a fictional, demon-ridden Western European city towards the end of the 19th century. The story focuses on a knight protector named Alush and her two childhood friends, Lilana and kind-hearted priestess Runheid, I think I said that wrong, a holy knight of the Lourdes Order. While guarding Lilana, Alush is ambushed and killed only to later awaken as an artificial half-demon at the hands of a new Curia, a religious organization with dark ties. In the company of a variety of unlikely allies with their own past and agendas, Alush's strong desire to save Lilana gives her the strength to scatter the shadows shrouding the world and motivation to uncover the shocking truth behind the mysterious Queen of the Moon. Now, there's also some new screenshots feature her and all the different characters, plus a new announcement trailer as well. Once again, I have played Knights of Azure on the PS4. I think that the game has some potential. There was just some things kind of holding it back, but the combat overall was pretty good. It's an action RPG with some really nice elements to it when it comes to like magic that you can use. You can use other types of enemies to help you attack, like demons, stuff like that. Or even like Shin Megami Tensei, you can have monsters in your party. So it's kind of the same thing with Knights of Azure, at least the first one. Now the second one, still not sure about that as far as how they're going to do it. But overall, I thought it was an okay game. It just needed some fine tweaks here and there. Obviously, the voice acting and stuff like that, not necessarily the best, but the combat was okay for what it was on the PS4 when it came out. So I'm probably going to be receiving a review copy for this game, so I'll make sure to bring you guys Switch footage when I can, or Switch gameplay when I can, because Knights of Azure, to me, has a lot of potential to get better. And from the gameplay videos and what I've seen of Knights of Azure 2, it looks like they are taking some steps to make sure that this one will be better, and putting it on the Nintendo Switch was definitely a great move. I think this game could do very well based on the portable and home console nature of the system. Maybe that's the reason why they're also skipping a PS Vita version outside of really bad sales. Just not enough people playing it in the West as far as the PS Vita goes, but you're having a Nintendo Switch version instead, which can make up for that, people who want to have that portable experience. And I think I'm mostly going to play the game in portable mode for the most part, as far as RPGs go. I like to play those in portable mode. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Are you excited for Knights of Azure 2? Will you look into the game? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on all of our social media. It really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon page. Pledge any tier, be entered in to win some awesome prizes each month, in addition to $10 prize eShop tournaments for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. ARMS, Splatoon 2, and more. Plus, we have Discord voice chat for all of our live streams. Come chat it up with the PlayerEssence community. Support PE Live and PE Arena right here on PlayerEssence. Also, make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest news, reviews, discussions, and more. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you ninja for the next video. Peace.